A few years ago.
Ugumori, this is amazing! I can't believe that you invented a product part like this. You truly are amazing.
More importantly, it's already past working hours, so I'd like to go to a mature women's pub.
Oh, as usual, Ugumori. But hey, I need to talk to you about something. I'm gonna be retiring soon, right? I don't have many regrets left with my job. However, the one thing I'm most worried about is you. I'm worried that you might be disliked by the new factory manager. You know, I know this might not sound right, but you stick out. In a strange way, right? So do you know what? I have a suggestion.
Sure, that sounds fine. My nostrils were wide open and listening.
No, you mean your ears? If you're picking your nose and listening to your boss talking, it's normally a big problem.
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, hey, wait!
My mind is already full of mature women. I'm sorry. I don't have time to be listening to the factory manager talk. I bet he was just going to tell me that he wanted to take me to the mature women's pub with him. But I'm sorry. I'm in the mood to go by myself today.
What is it, Mr. Yujiro?
Why are mature women so precious?
Mr. Ugumori, we're in the middle of work. Please, don't talk about things that don't matter.
Just now, when you told me not to talk about things that don't matter at work, I feel like I've had somebody say something similar to me before, and I feel like I was about to remember something that I had forgotten.
No, Mr. Ugumori, please, don't say something like you have clinical memory loss. That was just something in the past, and you forgot, that's all. I imagine when you were in elementary school or something, you were probably told not to talk about things that don't matter in school.
I see. That thing called the kebab.
Mr. Ugumori, if you're talking about that, it's deja vu.
Taro, you must be really smart to know hard words like that.
Are you making fun of me?
My name is Yujiro Ugumori. Every night I count the wrinkles on mature women and go to sleep. I'm just your average old man. 1 wrinkle, 2 wrinkles, 3 wrinkles.
Yujiro, you're so loud!
Ah! And then the next day...
Mr. Ugumori, this isn't a time to be yawning.
Last night, I was trying to go to sleep by counting the wrinkles on a mature woman, but then my wife got mad at me, and I wasn't able to count. Because of that, I'm sleep deprived.
More importantly, Mr. Ugumori, let's move our hands. Our hands! Today's a really important day.
Wait a minute. Is it that day?
That's right. It's that day.
The day with my favorite girl.
No? What are you talking about? Are you trying to say that it's Women's Day?
Asuka, you've stolen my heart. You are the most perfect and beautiful mature woman.
Who's Asuka?
My wife. She's the most perfect mature woman, so I don't think there will ever be another as perfect as her.
Can you please stop being in love all of a sudden? Today's the day that the new factory manager is coming. We need to pull it together.
Factory manager?
Yes! The previous factory manager retired, and he told you that the new person was going to be coming, right? According to Mika in administration, the rumors that he's got a pretty bad personality. I talked to you about this last week. Mr. Ugumori, you need to be careful so that he doesn't get his eyes on you, okay? You already stand out as is.
I'm going to the toilet.
Like I said, now is not the time to be joking around. Oh, he's here! Good morning, sir!
Morning! Alright everyone, gather up. I'm going to be the factory manager of this factory from today. The name's Kiyohara. Now that I've become the factory manager, I've been told from company headquarters that I'm here to cut down expenses.
I have a bad feeling. What are you looking at, Mr. Ugumori?
You said you had a bad feeling, so...
What does that have to do with his lower body?
So there! I had an idea that we can just cut the labor expenses. Cutting down labor expenses is the fastest way, right? So, we're going to be handing out a lot of recommendations for resignation. So I hope you're all prepared for that. Especially employees who are over the age of 50. You're not going to be of any use from now on anyway, so I hope you're all ready to be cut!
But wait a minute, sir!
What is it?
This factory is able to function because of the veteran employees. More so than us young employees. They have a lot more skill and knowledge. And if you were to cut all of those people, then the factory's not gonna function.
Oh yeah, you. What's your name?
Taro.
When this meeting's over, come to my office.
What?
Everybody, listen up carefully. I don't know what the previous factory manager was like, but I'm a one-man operation. If you can't listen to what I say, I'm going to have you all resign one by one.
No way.
Well then, the meeting is over. Taro, go over there to that room.
It's over.
What's the matter, Taro?
I'm probably gonna get fired. Thank you very much for everything.
No, I'm sure that's not going to happen. If you're called over to that room, it means it's probably going to turn into a man's best dream, isn't it?
No, that's not it! Weren't you listening to everything he just said?
Yeah. He was saying something about people over the age of 50 or something. So I bet the factory manager likes women over the age of 50. That's what he said, right? Looks like he and I might get along.
Oh no. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go over there.
What's the matter with this guy, Taro? He seems down. Wait a minute. Maybe he's still debating whether or not to accept the factory manager asking him.
No, that's not it.
If it isn't Mika.
Were you able to think things that come so far out of left field? Taro is about to get fired because he was trying to defend you, Mr. Ugumori.
He was defending me?
The factory manager said that he's going to hand recommendations of resignation to all employees over the age of 50, which is the same thing as saying he's going to get them all fired. And then, when Taro said that he didn't want the factory manager to do that, that's why he was called out. And considering the way the factory manager was speaking, he's 100% going to get fired.
We need to do something about this. You can leave this to me.
What?
As long as we both like mature women, I think the factory manager and I can get along.
What? I don't think the factory manager particularly likes mature women. Hey, wait a minute, please, Mr. Ugumori.
I believe that any guy who likes mature women is a good guy. That's why it'll be fine. If I speak to him, I'm sure we'll be able to understand each other. So anyway, you don't need to come starting tomorrow.
Please, wait, Mr. Kiyohara!
I am not waiting, because we don't need people like you here. Listen, what's necessary for a factory, it's like the machines that are necessary for the factories. Just people who can do exactly as they're told. You would be in trouble if machines have their own instincts and could move, right? That's why we only want people that are like robots. Pardon me? What is it? Oh, Mr. Ugumori! Well, that's perfect timing. I was also thinking about having you come talk to me. You're going to quit, right? But of course. Well then, good. Oh, that wasn't what I meant. I just got carried away.
Please, wait a minute! I understand that I'm being forced to quit, but Mr. Ugumori, he's the only one—
No way! No way! Rumor is that this guy has a bad working attitude, and he's over the age of 50, right? We don't need that.
It's true that there are some things about his work attitude that aren't great, but please, look at this. These product parts, they were created by Mr. Ugumori.
Huh? So what about that product part? Anybody can make a product part like this, and plus, just like this product part, there are plenty of replacements for factory employees. So when they get old, and they stop listening to what you say, you change them out. Am I saying something that's wrong?
Awful.
Taro, leave this part to me.
Mr. Ugumori.
New factory manager. In the same way that you love mature women, even when they age and their faces get older, or their bodies don't listen to what they say, there are also times that that's what gives them more character as well. No, but I don't like mature women anyway.
What? Taro, that's not what we thought. I don't know what you're talking about. The factory manager never said one word about liking mature women anyway.
Well then, anyway, we're going to have you resign. In front of everybody, I said recommendations for resignation. But you don't have any rights to deny it, so get lost.
Phew. Mr. Kiyohara?
What is it? This. Is that? That's right. You got it. Wait a minute. Is there a voice recorder in there or something? Are you gonna try to threaten me?
Huh? That's what you were doing? Mr. Ugumori, you're amazing!
No, wait, but I didn't say anything that would be a problem, even if it was recorded.
Saying things like, there are plenty of replacements for factory workers, and that the recommendation for resignation was a lie, and that you're going to force people to quit?
Alright, fine. Even though I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem, even if that gets out. There is a worst case scenario. So Taro, I won't fire you. In return, delete that recording.
No, but Mr. Ugumori as well.
That won't be possible, because you're still young, Taro. There are many ways to use you. We don't need a product part that's this old. If I'm going to hire this, it would be much better to have that voice recorder released into the world. That's fine. Alright, the negotiation is finished.
Mr. Ugumori?
Take this product apart and hurry up and get lost. This is your last parting gift. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ugumori, please, wait!
Phew. So I guess the factory manager didn't like mature women after all. No wonder I couldn't get through to him. But even still, that crest was amazing. Just in case things like this might happen, I'm glad that I bought a random crest online the other day. That night...
Hello? Yujiro?
Oh, former factory manager. What's the matter?
I heard what happened from Taro. I heard that you got fired.
Yes.
I had a feeling that this might happen, but thank goodness that we had that done.
That?
For now, I've already spoken to one of my friends, who's also a factory manager. So you should go tomorrow for an interview. If you show him that, I think he'll hire you immediately.
Sure. Thank you very much. I thought that my life as a mute was going to continue for a little bit longer, but thanks to the former factory manager, looks like things might work out. And then the next day...
So, you must be Mr. Yujiro Ugumori. Will you show me that thing?
Yes. Isn't this family crest amazing?
Huh?
But this is amazing. I didn't think that this crest was also going to unleash its powers at a job interview. With this, I'm unstoppable, now aren't I?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Then what is it?
That product part! The one they say you created!
Oh, are you talking about this thing?
Yes, that's right. Wow, this really is amazing. Yeah, it's exactly as I heard. You got the job, Mr. Ugumori. And also, I was hoping that you would let us buy the IP to this product part from you.
Huh?
Mr. Ugumori, because of me.
It's not your fault, Taro, but I wish we could do something to get Mr. Ugumori back at this factory.
Hey, Taro! Do you have Mr. Ugumori's contact info?
Huh? What's the matter, sir?
This is a disaster! Our factory is being sued!
Being sued? But why is that?
This is the product part that we get the most orders for here!
Oh, the product that Mr. Ugumori created.
And the IP for this? Apparently Mr. Ugumori holds it, and apparently he sold that to a different factory. I didn't know that, and because we continue the sales of this product part, we're being sued for an extremely high cost of damages!
What?
What? Mr. Ugumori had the IP for that?
I didn't know that. I'm hearing it for the first time.
Anyway, you have to get Mr. Ugumori back here! Phew, and now I'm done.
Huh? Mr. Ugumori?
Oh! Mr. Ugumori!
Why are you here?
Because I came here to get the mature women's magazines that I've been hiding in the factory. Obviously.
What?
Why were they in the factory?
Use your brain, Taro. If I brought them home, obviously my wife would get mad and get rid of them.
Right.
You're here at the perfect time. Please, Mr. Ugumori, come back to us! And while you're at it, can you also take back the IP from the other place? Nope, not possible. Why not? The factory manager over there, he also likes mature women. And so, I would like to follow the factory manager over there. No way! Well then, adieu. Hey, please, wait a minute!
I had no idea that that was the situation.
Mr. Ugumori, I'm not sure if he's amazing or the opposite.
After that, the factory manager where Taro was working had to take responsibility for this incident, and he was forced to resign. And the amount that they were being sued for, this factory manager had to pay? Well, now the factory manager is riddled in debt, and his wife left him. I heard he lost everything. If I see the factory manager again, I'd like to teach him. When you've lost everything, then you'll understand how great mature women are. And the company of the new factory that I joined had so much momentum and became huge. and they ended up acquiring the company that Taro and Mika were working at. And due to that, I ended up going back to that factory once again. For the record, as for the IP, the previous factory manager had made it mine without me knowing. He should have just told me. My goodness, the former factory manager is such a silly man.
Mr. Ugomori, welcome back!
You should call me the queen.
Mr. Ugomori, if you're going to say that, I think you mean king.
Oh, right, the king of this factory.
You're the new factory manager after all, so we're working for you.
But I can't believe Mr. Ugomori is a factory manager. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I'm completely nervous.
I'm not nervous at all.
Where do you get that confidence from?
Well, that's because people like you, I get it from you.
What do you mean?
I don't have any confidence that I can be a good factory manager. But you're all brilliant. As long as you guys are here, I believe that things will work out. I'm counting on you, Taro, Mika.
Yes, we'll do our best!
With everything we've seen, maybe Mr. Ugomori actually has the traits for someone that sits up top.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well then, should we do individual meetings?
Individual meetings?
Now that I've become the factory manager, I think it's important for me to get to know all of you in the factory more.
That's true. I think it's very important.
So I'd like to start counting on you guys straight away. And I put together a list of questions for the individual meetings. And I want to ask for both of your opinions on it.
Of course, if you're happy for us to do it.
Let's see here.
What's the type of mature women that you like?
Yeah, I just think it's better if we can have direct conversations like this.
Ah! Why are you ripping that? That's a group of questions that I came up with by only sleeping day and night! Ah!
Taro, I take back what I just said earlier.
Yeah, me too.
Somebody help me get these pieces of paper back together!
Hey everybody, it's totally okay to ignore Mr. Ugomori.
Oh wait, they're already ignoring him and working. That's why they're the best factory workers.
Yeah.
Ah!